Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Wenderin Melinda P. Balyola, and this afternoon I will be your practice teacher. So, who are the absent this afternoon? Okay, so class, do you have a favorite cartoon characters? Okay, so who is your favorite cartoon characters, Inalyn? Okay, very good. So, how about you, Australia? Okay, so I also have my favorite cartoon characters. So class, do you know that characters is one of the elements of a short story? Okay, so this afternoon we will tackle about a short story and its elements. So, a short story is a brief fictional prose narrative that is shorter than a novel and that usually deals with only a few characters. So, in understanding a short story, we also have elements to make it what? To make it comprehensive and precise. So, the first elements of a short story is the setting. The setting of a short story is the time and place in which it happens. Author often use description of landscape, scenery, building season, or other weather to provide a strong sense of setting. So, ang setting is diri nato makita kung asa nahitabo ang story. So, the second element of a short story is the character. A character is a person or sometimes even an animal who takes part in the action of a short story or other literary work. So character have two types. One is a protagonist. A protagonist is the main character in a story, and for instance with some problem that needs solving. So protagonist is bida sa story. So the second is antagonist. Antagonist is a person that opposes or fight against another character. So, unsa man ang antagonist? Antagonist is kontra-bida. So, the third element of a short story is the conflict. So, the conflict is a struggle between two people or things. In a short story, the main character is usually on one side or the central conflict. On the other side, the main character may struggle against another important character, against the forces of nature, against society, or even against sometimes inside himself or herself. So, conflict is problema sa story. The two categories of conflict is the internal conflict. Internal conflict is a problem or struggle that takes place between a character and an outside force. The second is internal conflict. Is the opposed of internal conflict, which occurs when a character faces outside oppositional forces such as another character or an act of nature. So the fourth elements of a short story is the plot. A plot is known as the foundation of a novel or story around which the character and setting are built. It is meant to organize information and events in a logical manner. When writing the plot of a piece of literature, the author has to be careful that it does not dominate the other parts of the story. So, ang plot is diri nato makita ang whole nga story. So, there are 5 types of plot. First is expositional. In the plot, introduce the story, setting, mood, the main characters, supporting characters, and time. So, diri nato makita ang mahibalag ang setting o ang main character. So, second is the rising action. A rising action is a sequence of solutions to the conflict of the main character tries. It is all the events leading to the turning point of the story. So, rising action is sa manang rising action. Thrilling sa story. So the third is the climax. The climax of the story is a peak of excitement, the moment when the story change or turning point. The main character and the problem is resolved. So, climax is naapay tendency nga mausob ang story. So, the fourth is the falling action. A falling action is all the plot points wrapping up the consequence of the climax. So, and reflection of the change in the main character. So, falling action is sunod na siya sa climax. And lastly is the resolution. The resolution is a happy ending or sad ending, fun or frightening, satisfying or unsatisfying. The resolution might tie up to loose ends or leave important elements of story unresolved. So, resolution is makita nato diri kung happy ending ba ang story or sad. Okay? So, lastly is the theme. Theme is the central idea of relief in a short story. So, ang theme kay tema sa story. So, do you understand all of the elements of a short story and what is a short story? Okay, so I have here an example about a short story. Read this silently in 5 minutes, and after that 5 minutes, we will read it together, okay? So, assuming that you are already done reading this one, so let us read together. So, my 2 pet cats. I have 2 pet cats. Tintin is my white cat. Bim Bim is my tan cat. Tintin white cat sit on the red mat. She is fat and pretty. She likes to sit on the red mat. Bim Bim tan cat walks by. He jumps on the mat. And now Tintin is mad. You can't have my mat, she says to Bim Bim. Bim Bim is sad. He does not want the red mat. He just wants to play with Tintin. Okay, so do you understand the short story, class? Okay, so let us answer the following question. Who are the characters of the story? Okay, Bim Bim and Tintin. So number 2, why did Tintin get mad? Mad siya kay si Bim Bim jump si Bim Bim sa iyang red mat. Number 3, why was Bim Bim is sad? Ano namang sad si Bim Bim? Kay dili siya ganahan sa red mat, kay ganahan siya matigulat ni Tintin. So, I guess mo nakasabot na jud mo ayo. So, get 1/2 sheet of paper and answer this one. Okay, so assuming that you are already done, so for your assignment, write an essay about the most unforgettable experience in your junior high school life. Write it on a short bond paper. Follow the elements of a short story in making your life story. Okay? So class, dismiss.